Hello, this video specifically blow audience blow me and mostly online where only ting lo by first bla own blongal, and it's specifically based on my personal experience, and it may not be similar to all narplan wali by all first bla own blongal based on their needs as well. So by me share him some like ting lo here lo album online where you play ting lo by home or property so that them can help him you plan or make him good plan decision. Now, most people spend years working hard to buy a property, but very few stop and ask themselves one important question. And that important question is, what is this property supposed to do for me? Okay. Is it simply a place to live in? Or is it an asset that can continue supporting my life long after my salary stops? Two most important questions we can ask him. There is a big difference between buying a property for personal use and buying a property for investment. Now, a personal home gives comfort, security, and stability for your family. Okay, we don't want to when you're renting, you're moving from one place to another frequently, and or beginning or not even settle the school, because when you're moving you need to move schools as well if the property that you like renting is far away from the school that they're going to. All right, so there is absolutely nothing wrong with that, but an investment property is different. No, a personal home gives you that comfort and security and stability for your family, but an investment property, it is different. It is different because, take note of these points, it should generate an income. It should help repay its own expenses. It should grow in value over time. It should create financial security for your future and sustain your lifestyle after full-time employment, right? That is property, investing into property. Now, many people buy property emotionally, and I think to further elaborate on that, by me talking also, the first time I thought about buying a home was out of emotion because I just buried my dad, and I realized that I had nowhere to settle with my family. So it was an emotional time for me when I made the decision to buy my first home. All right. They buy based on pressure. They buy based on appearance or status. There's some of us who bought homes out of our what we went through. Whereas some they buy homes because they're able to and they want to show that they're able to buy homes. Okay. But smart property owners buy with purpose and strategy. Now, again, I'm saying this is all based on my personal experience, what I went through. I've had my first property now for 5 years. Now, especially in Papua New Guinea, where the cost of living continues to rise, job security is uncertain, retirement planning is becoming more and more important, and many families only depend on one source of income. This is why understanding property investment matters. Imagine reaching retirement age with a rental property generating monthly income, a corporate rental help repaying your loan, an Airbnb property creating cash flow, a fully managed property producing income while you spend time with your family. You see, most of us work full-time jobs and we only get to spend time with family during our paid leaves or during the weekend. But even during the weekend, you still have job to do, so you don't spend much time with your family. And by the time you realize it, kids have grown up, they have other priorities, and when you're trying to settle with them and talk with them, they have other things to do, and you'll feel like, what happened to time? Where did time go? Well, your property should not change or become another financial burden. It should become part of your long-term financial solution. So we at 5968 Investment Limited, we strongly believe that property ownership should be approached strategically. Now, that includes understanding rental demand, learning property management systems, proper tenant screening, improving property value through maintenance and upgrades. You're not just buying the property, letting it sit idle there and depreciate in value, whilst there are opportunities on how you can scale it to make sure that it appreciates in value. And also, with the inclusion of Starlink in PNG now, consider internet solutions like Starlink for modern tenants and structuring properties to attract reliable long-term tenants. You want to have a continuous cash flow coming into your business. It is very important to make sure that you know the strategies on how to structure so that you keep long-term tenants. Because these long-term tenants, they are looking for security, they're looking for convenience, they're looking for internet connectivity. Most of these people, they work 2 to 3 jobs now, and they need to come back home to a reliable internet service where they can continue to get their work done and get paid. Once they get paid, you get your rental income payment as well. Now, they want clean and managed spaces and a lifestyle solution. They don't want to go and find a place where they can look for internet connectivity when you can actually provide that. Then landlords and property owners who understand this early will position themselves better financially in the future. One day, your salary may stop, but the right property investment, properly managed, can continue working for you and your family for years. So, before buying any property, ask yourself, is this property only costing me money? Or can it eventually help sustain my future? That question alone can completely change how you build wealth. So I hope that someone finds this information valuable and continue to learn how to structure your rental property so that it can actually work for you in the future. Thank you.